Courage starts with showing up and letting ourselves be seen. We often think of courage as something loud. A battle cry. A bold leap. But Brené Brown teaches us that real courage is quiet. It's choosing to speak when your voice trembles. It's being honest when it would be easier to disappear. It's staying soft in a world that rewards armor. Vulnerability is not winning or losing, it's having the courage to show up when you can't control the outcome. We are taught to hide our mess, to only reveal the polished parts, to present strength, not struggle. But vulnerability is strength. Because it's real. Because it's brave. Because it risks rejection in pursuit of connection. You can choose courage or you can choose comfort. But you cannot have both. Comfort keeps us in the known. But growth, truth, love, they live just beyond comfort. Every act of courage begins the moment we choose to leave the familiar and move toward what truly matters. Owning our story can be hard but not nearly as difficult as spending our lives running from it. You don't have to have a perfect past. You don't need a flawless record. You just need to own your story. Because your story, with all its jagged edges and unfinished sentences, is the path to your power. Imperfections are not inadequacies, they are reminders that we're all in this together. Your brokenness does not make you unworthy. It makes you human. And humanity is what binds us. What frees us from pretending. What opens the door to real belonging. True belonging doesn't require you to change who you are, it requires you to be who you are. In a world that constantly asks us to perform, to impress, to filter ourselves, courage is authenticity. It's saying, "This is me." Even when it's uncomfortable. Even when it's not what others expect. Don't shrink. Don't puff up. Stand your sacred ground. We are not here to be invisible. We are not here to dominate either. There is a sacred space between silence and shouting, and that's where true courage stands. Vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. Everything you want most, connection, depth, meaning, it all begins where your walls come down. Letting people see the real you is what makes real relationships possible. Shame corrodes the very part of us that believes we are capable of change. Courage doesn't mean never feeling shame. It means refusing to let shame write your story. You are allowed to begin again. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to be more than your worst moment. You are imperfect, you are wired for struggle, but you are worthy of love and belonging. Your worth is not something to earn. It's something to remember. And courage? Courage is the act of remembering who you are. Even when the world tries to make you forget. Daring greatly means the courage to be vulnerable. It means to show up and be seen. To ask for what you need. To talk about how you're feeling. To have the hard conversations. This isn't about grand gestures. It's about the little moments when you choose honesty. When you show up fully. When you speak truth with kindness. The willingness to show up changes us. It makes us a little braver each time. You don't become brave all at once. It happens in pieces. In small, quiet decisions. In gentle defiance. In truth shared out loud. What we know matters, but who we are matters more. It's not your resume that makes you unforgettable. It's your presence. Your honesty. Your courage to live with your heart open. Only when we're brave enough to explore the darkness will we discover the infinite power of our light. Stop waiting to feel fearless. Start being brave. Even with the fear. Even with the doubts. Because your light isn't found by avoiding your shadow. It's found by walking through it. Courage is contagious. When you choose truth, you give others permission. When you show up, others feel less alone. Your bravery ripples farther than you know. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to show up. Just as you are. Right here. Right now. That is enough. That is courage.